Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Talos Principle 2 Orpheus Ascending, the first of the three parts of the DLC. Which names, I forgot the name, what's the name of the DLC? Road to Elysium, maybe? Something like that. It's along those lines, anyway. Let's move on, get to level 9 here. It's a really nice canyon. I like it. The sand sounds really good too. It's a beautiful game, it is. It's also a really beautiful floating sphere of some upside down pyramids and stuff like that. It's a, it's a nice little place. Level 9, let's go. This looks a little more complex, maybe. Causation nexus, okay. What do you do? Okay, you switch off this, which switches off wall switches on those two, which then does what? Probably like something that I can't really tell what's on, what's off there, but it's fine, it's fine. We need to go up there. So we need this, we just need the box. We just need the hexahedron. And this goes there, I see. This opens this. This drops this down. What's the lever card again? Like the lever name might be a hint. I think it's just like alternating, dropping this. Yes. Maybe anyway. I haven't really looked at the specifics, but yeah, this seems right. Very simple.
It's funny, though, when I think about it, that I still didn't know what to call what I was experiencing. I guess love seemed like a term that only applied to our ancestors, with their hormones and instincts and strange fleshy organs.
Yeah, strange indeed.
Surely we were too different to experience that. And the really funny thing is that I was thinking exactly like an ancient human child, pretending I was above it all.
Sure. Okay, so we have another QR code to read. Everything is wrong here. Someone is missing. This is Nephthys 108. I wonder about that 404 door over there still. Anyway, incarnation. Alright. Yeah, okay. Where can we even go? We can't go through here. We can't go through here. So we can only go in the middle here for now. Right, if blue source hitting this, opening that gate, then that laser gets intercepted here. If we let it go through, it would open this gate. But I can't really let it go through because I can't intercept the red. I can only intercept the blue, which would make the red go through and hit this and intercept this right here, actually, which would turn this off, which would close this. There's just a lot of moving pieces here. And then it would do what else? It would, to open this, it would go here. This would also then trigger for this, right? And then we'd have this open from this side, and we could reverse this again, maybe, to open the other one? Perhaps? I don't know. I mean, like, I think we have to start here, basically. And now we have this door open, and this laser and this connector are gonna keep this door open, right? I could turn you red, but there's no point to that, right? What we want is this one to turn blue again. So we want to interrupt here somewhere. Which opens this, and you stay open. right? And then we can go all the way through here. And then you stop interrupting this. Oh, but I can't do both of them from here. Because this is still interrupted here. But I need this blue to go here briefly at least. But how do I do that? Because this is always going to be off again. And I can only... I mean, I can stop this, but that doesn't really help because I need also... I also need the other one. And if I do this, then I close myself in here. But I think this is okay, because then I can do this, which opens this one permanently. Because then this is directly connected here. And then I can turn this one red again by stopping this one. Which is going to open that one again, I think. Oh no, this is the wrong end. I need to... here, at the source. Not at the end point there. So, yeah, you know, right idea, but, you know, it just didn't go to the right spot. So far, so good.
What I'd never considered was that stripped of biological necessity and physical need, as well as all the strange stigmas and taboos our ancestors associated with their bodies. Love might be more pure, more powerful. That we can love with fewer distractions than they could. And so the experience is all the more overwhelming. I do think we should learn to simulate some of those biological processes. Would be fun.
Could be. Sure. Let's read. Non nobis solum. 17 Questions About Reality by Cassius Green. Cicero correctly observed that we are not born for ourselves alone. Aristotle likewise pointed out that man is a social animal. Plato's Symposium depicts characters praising the spiritual and philosophical importance of love, with Socrates arguing for the more abstract notion of learning to love the form of beauty itself, which honestly seems a little onanistic if you ask me. Jesus placed love above all other considerations, demanding that people even love their enemies. And then some hex. But if we all agree that love is so important, why is love so rarely taken into consideration by the system we live in? It may seem like a naive question, but think about the sheer moral and intellectual weight behind the idea that love matters. Why is our reality so out of step with our philosophy? Right, let's get the hex though. It's all blurry there. Hope it's okay though. Copy. Do I still have it open? I do not. I do not. Bless them that curse you. Alright, so it's just the love your enemies thing, I guess. But yeah, why is love rarely taken into consideration by the system we live in? That is a good question. So few like human concerns are taken into consideration by the system we live in. Anyway, Autopia. File 2 damage to recover, and then some hex. Let's have a look at it. Looks like it copied fine, maybe. We'll see. No, it says arrow. I don't think that's what it says though. Is it? That would be really mean if the thing said arrow cannot convert hex to text. I don't know if that's the converter throwing an arrow or if that's what this says. I don't know. Let's see. 4552. 455252. 24F 5 23A 2434 14 E4 E4F 5420 434 F4E 564 55254 20 48 45 58 20 54 4F 25 4 45 5854. I mean, it looks like it is correct. Oh, there's like a space. It made a space. I thought it was just like a natural line break, but it's just a weird space. Four five 5 2 2 4 F5 2 3A. Yeah, I think it does actually just say that. That's really mean. 4 5 5 2 5 2. Yeah, those are the two R's, right? Yeah, it's just says arrow. That's mean. That's mean. The Truth. The Blue Note by Bailey Steele. You wanna know the truth about love? Nobody knows what they're doing. It's all improv, man. It's 2 million years of people muddling through. Prophets and messiahs and philosophers declare that love is what it's all about, and we go, yeah, that's right. And then we try and we fail and we hurt each other. And we try again and we have moments of redacted transcendence. Then we think with the wrong organ and we make a mess of everything, and on it goes forever and ever. Amen. You know the craziest part? You can go through all the redacted that I did and end up with a body like an old rag and a brain full of holes, and still to your dying day you'll go, yeah, it was love for my family, my friends, my music, and even my redacted ex-wife. It was all about love, and every time I forgot that I redacted myself like a redacted moron. What's that one though? Is that also? Maybe. I didn't mean to hit exit there. There we go. You're swaying quite a bit. Anyway, are we on to 11? 12? Where are we going? Breakthrough, sure. Let's see if we have one of those. So if we have blue, we need red. Okay. But that's, I mean, we are inverting here, right? How does it work again? You take the blue and then it turns red instantly, right? I need to also like intercept all of these. But then I can't take this in there, so it has to be something like this again. But then this is gonna be on the wrong side, right? Like this would need to be outside of you for sure. No. I mean to hit you. But then we can't really arrange this to make any sense. I guess I can take you as a source too. That would be different anyway. What if I take you and I aim for you and you? And if I take you and I aim for you and you, how does that look? Oh, you can't take green because you can't invert it. Okay. Well, that's slightly annoying, I would say. No. I keep like trying to put it down and then accidentally aiming at things. It's annoying me. Okay, how would this look? I don't know. This is like the first one today. Maybe overall it's like actually weird for sure. I didn't aim at that. I just did not aim at that. I just put it down on the ground without looking at it. I swear it wasn't highlighted. I'm just like turning away from this and then putting it down and it's always just hitting the other thing. It's very annoying. I guess I can get two open, yes, but then I can't have, like the only way this would help is you could have this inside of this triangle here, right? Like in between these two, but then I can't get blue from there. And I would still struggle with this too, for sure. And if I take you and I also aim at this, then yeah, everything is open. And I can't really have this. Do I have to have this be the one that goes through to red and then something else? But I can't hit this on the right side of this, right? I can't have anything go like in between this point where they meet right now and this point. Can I? Because I can't aim at anything. I could aim at this too from a different angle here, but I don't know that that does anything. Like, what if I pull you back some? And then I stand here and I do this and like that. Right, you can't take that. I keep forgetting that. If I take this and aim it there too. There we go. Then that's inside of this, and it doesn't matter that it's blue. Right. Sure. I think it was the hardest one so far.
When we started living together, I thought I'd figured it all out. Everything would be smooth sailing from now on.
Yes.
I still had so much to learn about love. Even for us, it's messy. You find someone who seems to be the perfect match for you, who seems necessary in your life. And then you realize all the ways in which you don't fit together at all. Because nothing in this world is perfect.
That's true. I think that should be makeable. Anyway, alright, there's another QR code. We haven't read this one yet, have we? We also have to go there. Where's the voice of my creator? Where's the one that we became? Everything is shadowed. Switchboard, sure. Alright, so blue source, red source. We're trying to get blue to here, and red to here, and blue to there. How? How would that go, though? Do we have to do all of those at the same time? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think so. That's kind of wild. Because I can't, like, I definitely can't hit any of this directly. Alright, so I can take like blue and then like aim it, like whatever. If I do it here, then this turns blue, which is something. But how do I get red and blue there? Because I can always just do, like, if I do this. That's fine. And I need to add blue on, like, whatever, here? It's not enough. But this is definitely an issue. But then the ever tied here 1-on-1, so that's not good enough. So I need more distance to turn this red again. Because I get blue here, red here, and then they tie in here, so this can't be red. Blue needs to be, you know, one step back from that, but I don't know how to do that right now. I mean, if you do it here, and the red stays fine, but they still meet here and here. And if I also go like there, we meet, yeah, here and here, still not good enough. Actually meant to aim at that one though. And then it is good enough, yeah. All I just need is this still, which is just whatever here, I think. Right.
The ancients believed that love could be eternal. But I'll admit that sometimes it seemed impossible to continue. Sometimes I thought you were unfair, or cruel, or just incomprehensible. I'm sure you thought the same about me. And I'm sure that sometimes you were right. No wonder all the ancient love songs repeat the same themes. Longing, happiness, regret, and forgiveness. I want you. I love you. I miss you. Forgive me.
Okay, exiting the science safe zone, that's a shame. I want that tree. Do you think we could make it? There's something there. Is the warning real or fake? Let's find out, I guess. On the car. Or a big sandworm guy. I'm already back. I'm not in distress. I was already back. I already made it all the way back. Interesting. I have to go back there one more time for a screenshot. But for now, let's move on to levers. What are we at? 13? What the turn is? Where's the turn? Across the bridge? Oh yeah, this bridge, right? This is where we started, yeah. 13, 14, 15, 16. Let's go. Any frames? Don't know how many frames there are. So there was a fixed amount? I don't remember. Or I don't know if it would be the same, even if there was. Always the same amount of frames. I'm only an echo of the one that was me, but I'm confident in knowing that something persists. This is Uriel again. 15, 16, 13. Extension. Okay, what are we extending here? Some laser light stuff maybe? Sure. Okay, we can switch this off. If we turn it off, it turns red because of what? Because of this. So it goes red, and then stops here. But if you turn off the blue, then red goes through. Sure. And then once this turns red, this opens that up? No, wait, this opens from here actually. What do we want in the end? We want red out here. And we want blue in here. No, actually we don't need... What do I need the red out there for? For the second one, sure. So if I just if I stand here, what R turns red, everything turns red. I can then connect here and here and put this on the brakes, and then we can get this. There are two of them actually, crazy. You know we needed that many. Now I'm worried about it. Because all I need now, and I can't bring anything in there, so it has to all be like out here. All I need now is, well, we do have blue here though. Do we use this one? Can I use this one? Because I can't like aim at any of these. I could maybe try and aim. No, I can't aim around the corner. No space for that at all. And like I can't shoot through the fence either, even though yeah, that always feels like it should be possible. So what are you there for? Though, there's gotta be a point to you. Right, so let's just move this off. So what do we need? What do we need? Okay, so blue is too strong. That's our issue here, because blue goes too far and intercepts the red, which is connected here. So we need the middle to be in between here. And we're off by two. Because we're meeting in this one right now. If you add one more to blue, which we could do with this, right? We could do this and that's one more step, right? Then we meet in between the two, not in this one anymore. If we add another one, then it's here, and if we add another one, then it's there, right? So all I do is like take this, and then I take this, and then I take this, and then we meet in the middle. Nice.
The worst thing I came to realize as I grew older is there are so many ways to hurt other people. Even without any malice, even when you're just trying to be yourself, you end up doing things that cause real harm. You can read every ethical philosopher in the world and you still won't be able to avoid it. Because that's just how we are. Our interactions with each other can't be fully reduced to some abstract system.
That's true. But I think what we can do is, at least for the people we love or we know, that we extend the grace to them to, you know, to the point where we don't assume malice was the motivation between something that they did to hurt us. And that just, you know, puts you in like a much more manageable kind of spot. Anyway. Love isn't an emotion, it's the underlying truth of our existence. The emotion is how we respond when we notice the truth. Interesting. Data stream. Just go in here, easy. Ah, let's lower those water, see. See what we're doing. It looks like a mess. So we have green up there, and green needs to go all the way through. And we have red and blue. Right, and we have how many of these? A few of them anyway. So if I just start here on this side, what's wrong with this? Now we need blue. And it would make sense to put this in the middle to me, but this is right. It is for now. And maybe one red again. It's too far. But I'm not sure if this is the one I need to fix. Oh, it's still too far. So we need to move this one for sure. This would be fine at the end here, but it's not fine here. We need blue to be stronger by 1. So we'd want you to be here instead. No, that's still actually not enough. And it's also too weak here already. But I can't make this any weaker. Right? No, this is as far left as it can be. So you actually need to be here. So we meet there, and this stays blue. But then you need to be weaker. Again. But this is not weak enough. Which is an issue. I don't think I have an angle where I can look at more than one, no. And I can't really make you any stronger, can I? Well, I can do this. Sure, you can be next to each other, that's fine, because you're here, you're here, that's fine here. But how do I make you stronger by 1? Because we're like as weak as we can be on the left. If you go 1 weaker, we hit there. And I can't move you 1 more either. I just want to make these nicer because they have audio outward connections, because I want to be able to move them quickly, but you know, it looks ugly. It looks a little confusing mostly. Right, yeah, if I make you 1 stronger, we're fine here, we're not fine here then. And I can't make you any weaker. I really just can't. So how do we fix this? It's just that this is, you know, this is 6, which is an awkward number. But I can't like save, I can't add a second one to this in any way, no. I can't. And like moving this in just is always going to be bad, there's no benefit here, because then this is just very strong here. And it would have to be blue like here. And then it's going to be very weak on this side. But the distance here can't be the same, because it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 versus 1, 2, right? But it's 2 here too, right? Like that's the problem with this, is that the biggest distance I can give this first one is 2. So the biggest distance I can have here is also 2. 1, 2, and then I'm here. But then my distance here is 3. And I can't give it 3 because I would have red B on the blue already. And that obviously can't work. And I don't think I can, because I can connect to green, I think, but like what's the point of intercepting? I can't really, like that doesn't seem to have a purpose. And I don't have any angles through these like fences to hit more than one. Because yeah, if I do red on like the distance that I would need, it would be here. Then this has the same distance, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. But then there's no way to turn all these blue again, because I can only have 3 of them blue. Not this one. This is impossible. And obviously it can't be both colors. How do I fix this then? And if we do like really strong here, then blue would have to be like strong here too. But again, I can make this one weaker. I don't see a way for this to go. Because now I have like max distance here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Well, I have 1, 2, and then we meet on 2.5. 2.5, 2.5 is actually the correct way of like putting that the way I would want it to be put. And then like we have the distance is the same here, it can't be any different. But then this is just too weak. The blue runs out way too soon, because I can't have this be a longer distance. No, I can, I just need to take it from here. Then I have one more gap here, right? And make this weaker. I don't take the source, I take you. Right. So if I connect you to this and then go here, then this is weaker, right? And then I can make you be offset by 1 to this side, right? And then you need to be here, actually. And you need to be here. Right. Of course. Just, yeah, add another step. Same puzzle again.
The fact that perfection in our interactions is impossible was a hard lesson for me to learn. For the longest time, I always thought the answer was right around the corner. And to be fair, we did learn how to live together without constantly running into problems. But gradually, I realized that the friction would never stop, because what makes us unique also makes us different. There can be no endpoint to love, no final resolution. And it's because of that imperfection that it can go on forever.
Yeah, because you can't resolve. That makes sense. Message 504 from Hypatia to Zarabai. Ara, I miss you. It's not that I need to be around you every minute of every day, but talking about our experiences together has become such an essential part of how I interact with the world that your absence is a huge void. I feel unbalanced, and events seem less real when I haven't discussed them with you. Maybe that sounds clinically and selfish, but I'm trying to explain something that I felt incredibly strongly this last month. We're better together in a way that's more like multiplication than addition. It's not just you and me, it's us. When you get back, let's go I wonder where we're going. Howard's End by E.M. Forster. It did not seem so difficult. She need trouble him with no gift of her own. She would only point out the salvation that was latent in his own soul, and in the soul of every man. Only connect. That was the whole of her sermon. Only connect the prose and the passion, and both will be exalted, and human love will be seen at its height. Live in fragments no longer, only connect, and the beast and the monk, robbed of the isolation that is life to either, will die. Nor was the message difficult to give. It need not take the form of a good talking. By quiet indication, the bridge would be built and span their lives with beauty. But she failed. And then Carlyle, Death of Goethe by Thomas Carlyle. Precious is the new light of knowledge, which our teacher conquers for us. It's more to the new light of love, which also we derive from him. The most important element of any man's performance is the life he has accomplished. Under the intellectual union of man and man, which works by precept, lies a holier union of affection, working by example, the influences of which latter, mystic, deep-reaching, or embracing, can still less be computed. Man, that's okay. It's quite a sentence. For love is ever the beginning of knowledge, as fire is of light, and works also more in the manner of fire. Interesting. Yeah, I think we'll leave it here though. Yeah, we're at 44. I don't want to push super long episodes again. I'm trying. So we'll save 15 and 16 for next time. And then, you know, maybe some other stuff here, or maybe we move on to other things. I don't know how this is going to work. I don't know how it's going to play out, but yeah, that's that. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.